Radio. We got more. Up like that 14. Alright. Okay, Paul Ricard. I gotta get the championship standings up too. Don't have to do a stew reporting because there is none. Where are we? Here. Where's standings? Oh, who else is joined? Oh, Liquido. Okay. Wait. These standings haven't been updated. Really? Okay. That's cool. Standings aren't even updated, so I can't really give you a proper indication of where everyone is in terms of the standings. Yeah, that's cool. How many we got now? 17? Okay. Alright. Subfelines have been given the call to ready up. Should be all good to go then. Of course, we'll do the introduction once everything gets going, I guess. Ah, that's the whole thing. Freaking voice chat suspended. Alright. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 8 of the America Series here on Race Spec Esports. I am K997, your lead commentator for this race, and this time we are racing at Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. It was opened in 1970, has been home to the French Grand Prix for Formula One back in 1971 to 1990, and then it would make its return in 2018. That for reaching its conclusion of hosting Grand Prix racing in 2022. It's a 3.6 mile racetrack consisting of 2 DRS zones and 15 corners. Now, of course, the primary overtaking spots here on this racetrack here is at turn 1 and turn 8, of course, but you can also have a little bit of action as well through turns 10 and 11 of Scene Corner and Lavoisier. It's not the most exciting racetrack in the world. Of course, it's a big track with a lot of tarmac, basically a lot of runoff tarmac. So, should be at least no crashes into the wall whatsoever, of course, because that's pretty much how this circuit is laid out. It also has one of the slowest pit lanes as well, probably the longest as well, with a lot kind of similar to how it is in Silverstone, with a 60 kph speed limit, and drivers will have to be careful of that as well. And yeah, we'll see how the racing will go. It tends to be quite interesting in the virtual side of things. Of course, in the real life side of things, it never really is the most exciting racing in the world. But we'll see how it goes tonight. Now, I do have some things to go over, and that is basically there are no reports that were submitted by the drivers from last week's race at Suzuka, but also I have no standings updated from the previous race, so I don't really have a clear indication of where everyone stands at the moment. But hopefully that will be fixed for the next race. So I do apologize, sorry, for that in advance. But yeah. So instead, we'll just go fully straight into qualifying. As you can see, we have 17 drivers on the grid for tonight. Decent sized grid nonetheless. Here in this quali session, it's a short qualifying this time rather than a long one. Full qualifying, that is. But yeah, I probably would say, if I were to give a rough guess, I'm probably going to guess that it's Jay that currently leads the championship. I have no indication to how much of a margin it is. I don't think it's that much between himself and Rebel. Speaking of Rebel, though, he is absent for this race again, so he is going to be losing even more points in this current championship, but we'll see if he does come back in some time in the future. Let's see here. Just got a couple of cars out on track. Drag King is the first car out, as you can see on your screen as well, and on the track map. Followed by a couple of Aston Martins behind of Saucy and Diesel. But I guess we'll run along with Drag King, see what he can do. We'll take a little bit of a lap guide around Circuit Paul Ricard in Le Castellet. That's around the final corner, and we'll head down the main straightaway towards turn 1, DRS open. Bit of a run towards the first corner. It's braking just before the 50-meter board down to 4th, and then a little bit of a hill climb and down through turn 2. And then up towards now turn 3, probably one of the more technical areas of the racetrack here at Circuit Paul Ricard. Down to 5th, down to 3rd, hugging the curves there at turns 3 and 4. Now into the slow corner of turn 5. May have lost the back end just slightly there at the exit of turn 4. Down turn 5, through turn 6, and then into turn 7, and then down the Mistral straights. With the car reaching a peak speed of about 210 miles an hour. Just ticking to 11, actually, as a matter of fact. As he heads through turns 8 and 9. Up towards now the C core. It's a flat-out right-hander. It's not flat in the wet, though. Kind of like how it is with Cobb's Corner at Silverstone. But it's flat here in these conditions. Down to probably one of the more significant corners of the racetrack. Lebossier. It's just a long right-hander followed by a little dip there at the exit of the corner. And now into turn 12, down to 3rd, hugging the inside apex, using the outside curve on the exit, round turn 12, and then up towards turn 13, and then turn 14. Click the car in, and then 15, one more quarter to negotiate for Drag King as he heads up to now the DRS again to the start-finish line. It's going to be a 1 minute 30.7. That is the benchmark for him, for everyone to chase. As Diesel goes across the line to set a 31.0, and I think his teammate is about to cross the line as well. Does a 30.9. McLaren of Gio on a flying lap. Captain Schmeg, his teammate, on a flying lap now. I just seen an AlphaTauri go on the right side of the road. I think that was Colaraco that just got out of the way. Interesting there what he's doing. Weaving about, trying to get temperature in the tires, I guess, on the main straight. Blockman now goes to the top with a 130.1. If you don't remember as well, he is now on PC. That's his Steam name, Coupe de Tat. As Gio has, wow, really obliterated that time by a second to a 129.1. So he's the first driver into the 1 minute 29 range. Wow, that's very fast. Driver about to complete his lap around the final corner. Up to the main straight he comes. Will cross the line to set a 31.6. I think if I remember correctly, I think the more competitive times I've seen in the past, because I did a race at PSGL here a few weeks ago, I think it was, something like that. I think the top times were like somewhere in the 28s. I think that's what you're going to be looking for if you want to get pole position here in France. I'm not sure what pole was though from Pacific Tier 1 because I wasn't watching that race last night. I was lying in bed, of course. Bola on a fine lap. Let's see, Captain Schmeg goes into the pits. Does not complete the lap whatsoever. I think the next one to cross, I believe, will beat Black Bola, I think, in the Williams. I think he's on a more of a push lap. There's Take Her Easy there in the background as well in the Alfa Romeo. There's the Aston Martin getting out of Black Bola's way. That probably would be saucy, I imagine. Around the final corner now goes the Williams. Down to the main straightaway. Down the main straightaway. Crossing the line. It's going to be a 31.5 for Black Bola. He goes into P7 as Take Her Easy goes to P3 with a 30.5. That's now followed with Style Harmony doing a 1:33.0. Yeah, pretty close between second and fifth, but so far no one at the range of beginning towards Gio, because he is well a second clear at the moment. I'm not sure whether Blotman made a slight error. I know he would be somewhere right about where Gio would be, but yeah, that's been interesting to see him about a second off from him, but I'm sure he's got more time in him. Honeybee, meanwhile, P4 for him at the moment with a 30.678. As Colorado in the AlphaTauri gets going down the Mistral straight with DRS open. See what kind of peak speed the AlphaTauri's got here. We saw a 211 from Drag King. He's gone about 4 or 5 mile an hour slower than what Drag King did down that straight. 51.5 for Colorado up towards now the scene corner. Put the car into the right-hander up towards now Labossiere. Hug the car to the outside, then flick it in. Get a little bit as much track as you can, then hug it back inside of the apex there at turn 12. Or turn 11, sorry. Up towards turn 12. And now into 12, 13, sorry. This is 13. This is 14. 2 more turns to negotiate. Now the final corner to negotiate for Colorado. He'll have a bit of sneaky slipstream here from the Haas, as I think that would be Drag King as he crosses the line. Colorado will set a 32.2. Let's see, Gio's back out on the track again as well, I just noticed too. Let's see, Diesel down by 3/10. Trevor, I guess, has just improved there by 3/10 away, 31.2. Oh, what on earth was Jay doing there? Okay, that's a bit of an interesting entry there from Jay. Was he trying to get back in the pits initially, or did he just mess up on... I have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Professor Phil, the car 26, representing Kvyat's number there in the Ferrari. Subfly, meanwhile, hanging up towards now turns 3 and 4 in car number 8. Also, that used to be Roman Grosjean's number, funny enough. On turn 5, there's 6 and then 7. And then down the Mistral straight goes Subfly. See what speed he's got in that Mercedes-Benz. About the same almost as Drag King. About 210 miles per hour down the Mistral straight as he heads up towards now turn 10. To the end of the middle center he comes. 50.3 for him in the middle sector. Apparently purple according to the minimap as well for Subfly. Captain Schmeg also heading towards the Mistral straight too. Professor Phil, same story. So we'll keep our eyes, I guess, on Subfly, see what he can come up with. He's also got a Red Bull behind. I believe that would be Liquido as well on a flyer. Gio's just started his flying lap as well. He is heading up towards turn 3 according to the track map. Alright, Subfly up towards the start-finish line goes the Mercedes-Benz. What will the time be? It's going to be a 30.4. He's actually 3/10 off of his teammate. Gio, meanwhile, has found 28 thousandths to the first sector as Aquio has jumped to 9th place. He's improved by 3/10. Gio, meanwhile, heads up towards the end of the Mistral Straight. Down to 4th gear, clip the inside curve, turn 8. Down to 3rd at turn 9. Up towards the end of the middle center goes the McLaren here. As Captain Schmeg now goes to P2 with a 29.5 as Gio has now found more time. He's found about nearly over a 10th and a half. At this rate, he can actually jump into the 128s. Will be more of a high 128 as long as he keeps his lap clean. Around the turn 12 up towards turn 13, and then now into turns 14 and 15. Put the car into the inside of the corner. Now has one more turn. Goes the McLaren down to 3rd. Gets good exit out of the corner. Looked like there to me. Down the straight, crossing the line, and what will it be? It is an improvement by 3/10 to a 28.8. That is mightily fast. Mightily fast. Take her easy. It's just started another lap. There's the Alpha Tower. Call Walker getting away, and that does a spinning take her easy as well. Yep, spinning backwards there at turn 2. Probably had either he got too much lost it under traction, or he probably just got distracted by the AlphaTauri on the outside. Probably one of the two. 5 minutes left here in this qualifying session, and right now Gio is looking quite untouchable here in Le Castellet. Oh, it's something that was up there with. Cool. Yeah, thanks. Alright, I just saw the invite from Blockman. Cool. Thanks, Cam. I appreciate it. That's the second time in a row this, streaming-wise I've lagged out. Doesn't happen anywhere else. It usually happens in anytime I commentate in the American series, which is very weird. Yeah, I got your invites there, Subflyman, Blockman, thank you. I'm back in. Made sure I press triangle as well. Don't want to go in there with just a random car. Done that mistake before. Alright, there we go. Now we're back. Eventually. Let's see, Honeybee down by 15 thousandths. He's about to cross the line shortly. What will the time be for him? No improvement. He stays 7th quickest. There is a Red Bull there of Aquio coming out as well. Paul, I don't think is on a push lap. Saucy, I think, is trying to get temperature into those tires by the looks of things. 3.5 minutes left here in this session. Oh, I just saw a car just teleport there. On the final corner there. That might have been Paula's car, I think. Good to see that's still a bit of a thing. Alright, here we go. Let's see what Saucy can do. 3 minutes to go here in this session here. So he'll have at least a couple of tries in case if he does make a mistake somewhere. He's up by just over a 10th and a half actually to the first sector, as a matter of fact. So he has found a little bit of time. Take her easy is invalidated. Drag Cane. Let's see, what are you up to? Hey, up towards now turn 11 of the Bossier. Round the right-hander, down to 4th. Dip the car in. Very good job indeed. Up towards now the turn 12. Both Mercedes have just come out as well, I've just noticed. And Captain Schmeg, so this will be their attempts here in this, the final attempts here in this session. I don't think Gio has come out just yet. Maybe he doesn't want to come out just yet. Or he could just wait and gamble, and pray that that time will be good enough. Drag King crosses the line, goes 3rd fastest with a 30.1. He's now ahead of both Mercedes at the moment by about he's ahead of Blotman by 0.03 of a second. Alright, Saucy. How about you? You're about to finish your lap, it looks like to me. Crossing the line goes P6 with a 30.5. Yeah, Gio is not coming out, so he is going to tell everyone, hey, go and beat that time. See if you can beat it. Right, now that's a steep climb. Yeah, with that 28.8. Yeah, his teammates got to find about 7.5 tenths, and everyone else is going to find a little bit more than that. Let's see here. Diesel's going back into the pits, so that's it for qualifying for him. Liquido heading up towards now turn 12. Meanwhile, we will have our eyes now on the front. Captain Schmeg, what can he do from P2 at the moment with that 29.5? He only did that in his first attempt. Can he find any more here in this quali session? Well, he's found 2/10 to the first sector. Blotman has just started his final flying lap as well. Same with his teammate. His teammate, meanwhile, is up by nearly a tenth to the first sector. How about Captain Schmeg as he heads up towards now turn 8 and 9, down to 4th, down to 3rd, then back up to 4th, and loses the rear, and that is it for qualifying for Captain Schmeg. He will not further improve on this qualifying session, losing the rear of the car there at the exit of turn 9. So it's down now to Blotman and probably Suffolime. I think Blotman, though, would have the bigger chance, really, of trying to get towards Gio. Not anymore, as he is invalidated at turn 8. That's it for qualifying. He was up by 0.3 to the middle sector. See if Suffolime got any sort of response. I think right now, by the looks of things, I think he'll be the closest to even try to gain a position. Heads around the final corner now, back onto the straight. Suffolime will cross the line very shortly. It's going to be a 30.0. He goes to P3. Good lap there from Suffolime. But a bit of a lopsided qualifying between P1 and 2. It's Gio that's on pole by about 7.5 tenths. 7.5 tenths. That's the margin. Yep, no one was close enough to challenge him whatsoever. As Jay actually goes P2, I'm just seeing there. 29.4. That was the best he could do. But still, again, no one close enough to Gio. No one was close enough. 6 tenths, the margin between Gio and Jay, who I assume is our championship leader. So there you go. That's your qualifying order. Gio starts on pole, followed by Jay, Captain Schmeg. So it's a good positions for McLaren, 1-3 at least. Suffolime P4, Drag P5, Blotman, a pretty surprising P6 for him. Saucy 7th, Tigger Easy 8th, Phil 9th, Honeybee 10th, Diesel 11th, Black Bowler, Liquido, Trevor, Country Dawn, Style Harmony, and Colo Rocco rounds it all off. Yeah, very interesting qualifying there, but yeah, bit of a close one in the midfield, but a lopsided one for pole. Yeah, 6 tenths the margin between the top two. Seems like it's also clear as well. No clouds to be seen anywhere, I guess. Maybe a bit, maybe partly cloudy skies, but that's about it. Maybe. Well, yeah, otherwise it looks dry here in France. Not sure if we will get any wet weather racing because I don't think I've gotten a weather report. I can double check. Yeah. Nope. No wet weather conditions were reported in the chat. So that means we're just going dry, I am assuming. Okie dokie. Yeah, of course, everyone's just trying to get their strategies and maybe last minute setup adjustments made, and then we'll get going for about, what is it again? 27 laps around here? Yeah. But yeah, I know we've said before, I think when we were on F122, that this was the last time that we would see Paul Ricard on this game. Who knows if we will ever see it again on F124? Probably my guess is we will. Kind of like how they kept also Portugal and also uh, China, even though those tracks last year were not even on the calendar. Actually, speaking of China, that's where we're going this week, isn't it? Yeah, for Formula One. They're going there this weekend. Not just that, but it's also the first ever sprint of the season for Formula One as well. But yeah, they have not raced there since 2019. The last time we raced at China, Lewis Hamilton won 5 championships. Max Verstappen had no championships whatsoever. Vettel was still racing for Ferrari. And then it was Leclerc's first season as a Ferrari driver. Lando Norris had his rookie season along with Albon and Russell. Albon was at Toro Rosso at the time. Russell was at Williams with Robert Kubica. Yeah, a lot of things. Quite a lot of things before the pre-pandemic that occurred in 2020. Yeah, we're going to the country that originated it. Yeah, in terms of the track though, Shanghai, I mean, it's not a track I care about the most. Like, I'm saying, like, in terms of, I don't find it the most exciting track in the world. I mean, it's really, it's just a boring track. I mean, even when you look at where its surroundings are, it's just somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Shanghai. But it's like, you got like a few slow sections, including that snaily section of turns 1 to 4. Then you got like that long straight before that. Heavy braking down the back straight. I mean, yeah. A lot of 90 degree corners as well, and sweeping corners as well. Especially that sweeping right hander that goes on before the long straight, down a long back straight. I probably would say though, I mean, China's only had like maybe a couple races I can think of. Probably something I can think of that are at least a couple of races. Like maybe like, I mean, I saw the F1 posted the one of 2010 where it was like a really mixed of heavy I was gonna say heavy rain. Mixed weather conditions. Sorry. 2012. I think that was a special one, really, because that was Nico Rosberg's first ever win in Formula One, and then probably the best one I would say as of recently would be probably Ricciardo's win in 2018. Yeah, that race changed completely thanks to the likes of safety car. Alright, well here we go. We got the 5 red lights then for the French Grand Prix. And we are underway here at Le Castellet. It's a good start, looks like, from the Williams, as a matter of fact, of Jay as the racing line here up towards turn 1. But Gio's got the inside line for turn 1. He'll take the lead still. Meanwhile, shuffling a little bit further back as well. As Drag Kane and looked like one of the Mercedes are shuffling as well. Professor Phil and Saucy battling away. Oh, that's tight there at turns 3 and 4. They're side by side actually as well between Take Her Easy and Diesel as Liquido's left the session. Oh, that's very tight indeed. But everyone got through relatively alright, apart from Liquido, who's unfortunately disconnected from the session. Up towards now turn 8 we go. Jay still hunting down Gio. He's looking to the left-hand side, not close enough. He really thought about going for the move that early there into turn 8. One thing to know as well about around here in France, the battery is something that is difficult to save, so you got to be very careful how you manage it as well. Meanwhile, though, Drag Kane looking to the inside of Subfeline. Professor Phil doing the same story as well, further back as well. Oh, that's tight there between Jay and Gio there. But meanwhile, Drag Kane gets in front of Subfeline. He's up to 4th. Oh, his Blockman nearly has a moment there at the exit of turn 11. That could have ended a bit badly there, but he still manages to hang on to the car. Yeah, the tire situation there. Everybody, apart from 2 drivers, are on the mediums. Country Don and Trevor are the only drivers on the hards here in this race. Everyone else is on the mediums. That is something I don't ever see, usually. Usually it'd be the other way around. But, yeah, not on this occasion. Gio still leads by over 5.5 tenths, 6 tenths as a matter of fact. Everyone's still within DRS touching distance as a matter of fact, even though DRS is not enabled yet. That's Style Harmony overtaking Liquido. Saucy and Take Her Easy still wheel to wheel again. These two still scrapping it out here for 8th place. Take Her Easy had the outside line. He got the move done that he needed. Bola now moves ahead of Diesel. Here comes also the Alpine of Honeybee with the speed of the Alpine. Down towards turn 8. Oh, very close, but nothing bad happened to the Alpine, but he managed to get in front of Diesel. He tried to get by Bola if he could, but he just didn't have the room to do so. Country Don, though, has the opportunity as well into turn 10. He's got the move done. Honeybee also trying to overtake Bola, and he does into turn 10. So 2 spots changing around here at turn 10. Meanwhile, though, back up towards the front is Jay is starting to build a gap between himself and Captain Schmeg. It's 1.2 seconds. That's not very good news for Captain Schmeg. He needs to be within a second to the car in front if he wants to have some DRS. It's crucial to have DRS around the track like this, as Jay sets the fast lap of the race with a 32.7. So now DRS is enabled, so if you're within a second to the car in front, you will get the aid of DRS. Also, Drag King is losing a bit of touch with Captain Schmeg as well, as there's a bit of a spin, it looked like there at the back. That's Diesel that spun that turn 2. He's down to last, unfortunately. Jay's got DRS, though, down towards the Mistral straight. Captain Schmeg, though, does not have DRS. He is in a bit of trouble if he doesn't catch up. There's also Drag King and Blockman right behind. Subfeline, though, also losing touch to his teammate. Yeah, you need to be in that 1 second range to get within the car in front, but right now these guys are not doing so. As I may say, it could end up like this. Yeah, hang on, give me a sec, Liquido. If I have you on my friends list, that is. Or if it'll show me. Nope, it doesn't show me. I don't think. You're not even appearing online either, so I can't necessarily help you with that unless you are online. Sorry, Liquido. You're a bit out of luck, unfortunately. And plus, it doesn't make me change pages. when I'm looking over my friends list. Maybe try going into my go on your friends list and click on my profile, and I think it should say like request to join. Just press that, and I can try to see if I can invite you from there. Until then, I can't necessarily help you. Yeah, I'll give you the Barry situation as well. Meanwhile, though, hello. Oh, hello, that's an Aston Martin. Saucy's going off the road as well. Both Aston Martins having a bit of trouble, it seems. Saucy's down to 14th place as now Professor Phil overtakes Subfeline there at turn 8. He's got that move done. Alright, hang on. Give me a sec, Liquido. Alright, I am missing a lot of the race, though. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Dude, you gotta appear online. I just told you what you need to do. Oh, there you are. Thank goodness. Yeah, now you listened. Okay, good. There. You got your invitation. Now use it. Alright. Half a second, separating the top two. Yeah, Captain Schmeg, though, definitely has lost touch to the top two from what it looks like to me. Jay's got a lot of battery to use. My goodness, look at that. He's on 90% compared to Gio, who's got 32. Jay is looking quite comfortable at the moment. Captain Schmeg's got 13%. Blobman's got 20. Well, yeah, 29%. Oh, his drag king nearly outbroke himself. Nearly ran straight into the back of the Mercedes. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Yeah, you got like groups of battles here and there pretty much. That's something you typically see here in France, these little group pockets of battles here and there. Yeah, I think what Jay's doing is quite smart. Play the long game as best you can. See what you can do. Not the worst idea in the world, for sure. What also does it also doesn't give you the you know, because of having DRS, it doesn't allow the other car behind to catch up, pretty much. Also, I kind of noticed how Captain Schmeg was weaving a little bit there, trying to break the toe of Coupe de Tat. Or Blotman there. Paul going around the outside, he's got the move done there on Honeybee at turn 2. He's got that done there, he's up to 9th. Take her easy. Oh, Sunfeline was spun. He was spun at turn 6. He's got overtaken now by Bola and Honeybee. He's also got cars right next to him. Just needs to be careful how he rejoins. As Honeybee overtakes Black Bola there for 8th place. Sunfeline, who was in that group of midfield, is now midfield battle is now down towards 11th. Yeah, down towards 11th place. There are your leaders. There's Captain Schmeg. There is Blockman. These are the two that are bouncing away here for the podium place of 3rd. See if Jay can have a sort of spot. Does he want to go for a move here just yet? Nah, I don't think he would just yet. Just keep playing the long game. Captain Schmeg again keeps weaving down the straight. You don't want to be weaving too much. It's not something you're not necessarily allowed to do. You can weave a little bit, but not too much. Stewards won't like if you weave way too much. Yellow flags. Oh, hang on. 2 cars off. That's Honeybee and Saucy. They've gone off the road there at turn 2. Rejoins. Yeah, another incident there with the Aston Martins. Ooh, as Trevor nearly runs into the back of Style Harmony. Sorry, that's my apologies. I just got interrupted. But anyway, Diesel just... Oh, his Gio's got a drive-through. He went over the Delta there under the safety car. Wow, the race leader has exceeded the Delta. He's got a drive-through now that he has to serve. That's why you saw him lock up. But yeah, the safety car has just come out because of Diesel crashing out at turn 6. I did see that. Yeah, no, I got interrupted. I apologize. McLarens are going to have to double stack, but Jay's going to be licking his chops for sure. Oh no, that's even worse news because Gio's been held up just a little bit. Oh, actually, I thought he would have lost more positions than that, to be honest. Style Harmony stays out. Trevor stays out as well. Yep, everyone's in for hard tires. Queer also staying out on the mediums. Soft tires for Colorado. I have no idea why he's doing that. Captain Schmeg, though, has been screwed, really, by that double stack. He was at 3rd at one point, now he's down to 10th because of that double stack. Yeah, he has lost so many positions. Actually, too, Jay did get jumped by, Jay did get jumped Gio. It just made my train of thought. Yeah, not good news for Gio. Yeah, he's got a drive-through too that he's got to serve. Yeah, that was because he wasn't paying attention to the Delta. And then when the timer went down, he got the drive-through penalty for it. Star Harmony goes into the pits. He's now got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Only one that comes in as well. So Trevor takes the lead, but he has yet to make a stop. Harmony comes out down to last, but he's going to have a little bit of fresher tires, I guess, since he did pit a little bit later. What's Colorado's penalty? 5 seconds, okay. He got 5 seconds for speed as well. Right, safety car is in this lap now. So Trevor is going to lead the field, but he's going to be a bit swamped, I imagine, with those older hearts. Yeah, Gio's got to serve that drive-through within the next 3 laps. He can't serve it obviously under a safety. I think he can serve. Actually, no. I think he can serve it now, can he? Yeah, because the safety car is in this lap. Yeah, no, he can come in this lap if he wants to serve it. But if he doesn't, he has to serve it within 3 laps. Right, so when does Trevor go? Here's the question. Jay just buying his time, waiting behind the Alpine. He hasn't gone yet. Now he has. And we're back at the green once again here at France. It's Trevor that leads for just a little bit. Then it's followed by Jay, Gio, and a little bit of side-by-side action here between Dragkin and Liquido. Liquido on the old mediums. Can't hold his own against Dragkin. Has to stay behind. Meanwhile, though, Jay trying to go around the outside of Trevor. Yes. Oh, he goes around the outside. He gets the move done. Very good stuff indeed. Liquido dropping down like a stone as well. Not surprising considering he's on these old tires. As Gio gets through ahead of Trevor, Blockman tries to do the same as well. They get through. They're up to now second and third. But like I said, Gio has to serve that penalty. Trevor trying to respond as well. He's coming back at Blockman. Down the inside. Oh, and there's contact in the process. But again, can't make the move stick. I'm sure that'll annoy Blockman a little bit. Oh, yeah, hello. There's a little bit of spin here as well. And it's Liquido at turn 9 that he has gone off. Up towards now turn 12. It's Jay that's leading. Gio's in second, but he's got another couple laps if he doesn't come in, which he hasn't yet. So he has another 2 laps till he has to serve that drive-through penalty. Onto the main straight we go. Jay still leading the way. Blockman in third place. It might be soon second once Gio just pit. Then it's Dragkin and Trevor, who's under pressure now from Professor Phil down towards turn 1. The Ferrari gets in front. He's now up to 5th. And Take It Easy will try to follow suit as well. That should... Oh, he goes on off to the curb as well. As Captain Schmeg gets a penalty as well for multiple warnings. That's something you definitely do not need around France. As he gets down the inside and gets probably into 7th. Trevor also losing out to Black Ball. He might even lose out to Country Dawn shortly here. As Gio is attacking here. Down the inside into turn 8. He's got the move done. Yeah, he doesn't care if he has a drive-through. He's still going to keep racing hard no matter what. This is also bringing Blockman into the mix as well. Towards C corner, up towards Lavoisier. What does the leader do here? Oh, sorry. The leading pack do here, I should say. Nothing, of course. Blockman right on the gearbox here of the Williams. Does Gio come in to service drive-through here? He does now. He does that attack for just one corner, and then he goes into the pits for to service drive-through. Yeah, because of that, and that's now brought Blockman into the whole equation here to now go for anything on Jay. DRS is now enabled. On towards now the Mistral straight shortly here. Blockman will have the opportunity to pass. In fact, he's going to do it well before the straight even begins, and he's going to have that done. There you go. Blockman now moves into the race lead. of the French Grand Prix. I think someone else has spun then. That might have been Trevor, I believe. But the battle definitely is not over yet between Jay and Blockman. This is still going to be carried on for quite some time. As Gio has had something happen to him, and it's Trevor as well. Oh my goodness, it's gone from bad to worse for him, and for Trevor as well. Both having a collision there at turn 8. Probably my guess he might have closed the door on him or something, and both of them just simultaneously spun. Meanwhile, though, these two here are still bouncing away. Jay, Blockman, battling for the lead. Jay might still play the long game here and just wait for a little while. He doesn't want to wait too long in case something does happen, whether it be a safety car or something like that. But right now, they are free from the shackles of Drag King, who is 3.3 seconds back. He's battling away with Professor Phil, Take Her Easy, and Captain Schmeg. Oh, these two are coming together as well. They've had a bit of history, these two, Take Her Easy and Captain Schmeg, in previous times. Oh, as Professor Phil loses it! Oh dear! Lost it under traction there. The exit of turn 6, as he got front wing damage in the process. I don't think he has. I think he might have gotten away with it. Yeah, very lucky break there, but yeah, not enough. Not a great spin though for Phil. And he's dropped down to 12th place because of that. Liquido gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Captain Schmeg, of course, also trying to make up any ground he lost after that double stack with his teammate. Jay up towards turn 1, not close enough to attack Blockman. Doesn't necessarily need to if he wants. Especially with those two pace, I bet they probably have enough to at least keep going further into the distance. Side by side, Honeybee, Saucy into turns 1 and 2. Alpine has the nose in front. In fact, he's got the whole car in front. He now moves up into 8th place ahead of the Aston Martin. There's the other Mercedes, the Subfly. He's in this mix too. Was in that midfield scrap with Blockman and the others for the final podium spot for a bit. Then kind of dropped back a little bit. Take Her Easy now moves down the inside. He now moves up into 3rd ahead of Drag King. Not a great deal of battery by everybody here. Honeybee has spun. That's at turn 9 he's done that at. And also I think his teammates had an incident too. Four and a half tenths the margin here. Great exit there by Blockman. Got 2 tenths out of that corner there alone. Up towards turn 1. There he has DRS, but not enough speed to attack. He'll just stay behind for now. Meanwhile, though, further back, this battle here between Take Her Easy, Drag King, and Schmeg, that's still going on, of course. All within a trio here. Country Dawn on the medium tire. Of course, he'll have to stop again. There's no way he'll go to the end on those things. Him and Saucy are on 7-lap old mediums. Blockman still has Jay at bay as best he can. Kind of been the same story for a little while. Meanwhile, though, towards the back, a little further back. Take her easy. Drag King, Captain Schmeg, they're still battling away. Captain Schmeg, though, can't really do much of anything in the back of this train as well. Well, he might do something here. He's got a good run out of turn 11. He'll go to the outside. There's contact. Front wing to tire contact. There at turn 12. Doesn't get anything done. Up towards turn 15. Doesn't have any momentum to get by. He might have gotten away with no damage as well. Sometimes if that happens, you do sustain a bit of damage. Because I've been there, done that. Oh, off the road! That's a Williams. That's Flat Bowler. He goes off the road. He gives the place back. I think that might have been something between him and Country Dawn. What's happened to Flat Bowler? He's stuck in neutral. He's going to first. Now he's going back up the gears. What was he doing? Was there something that went wrong for him? Now he's back up full throttle. Interesting. He didn't just give the place back to Country Dawn. He gave up multiple positions. The Subfly makes contact there with the Ferrari, but he gets through nonetheless. Yeah, very interesting to see what happened there. Saucy with a whole heap of speed. Wow. He went by the pair of them into turn 10. And Take Her Easy now gets by Drag King. More yellows are out again. That's Bola still having trouble. He must be having some technical issue, and Saucy's having an issue as well. And not only that, he's got front wing damage to his trouble as well. So he'll have to go into the pits and get that front wing fixed. Out in front though, meanwhile, still the same story here. Everyone's just following one another here. Jay still following Blockman. Take Her Easy still leading this trio of cars. Ball's in and he retires. He must have a technical issue, I'm thinking. Because the way he was behaving, he definitely was having something going on. Could be possible. He may have, I don't know if he suffered maybe a pedal problem. I remember I suffered something like that a couple of seasons ago. On the outside goes Take Her Easy and Drag King. I think there was a change for position there. That was Country Dawn overtaking Subfly. Side by side, Captain Schmeg and Drag King at turn 10 to the outside. Goes the McLaren. Can he get by the Haas here to turn 11? He hasn't just got it yet. I think he has now. He'll have the inside line, but Drag King's not giving that one up. Now he'll have to concede. That was good, clean racing. Definitely for sure, but yet Captain Schmeg got the most of that. He's now up into 4th. Next will be his rival, pretty much, Take Her Easy. Up towards turn 1. He's got DRS again. He looks to the inside, doesn't commit to the move. There at turn 1. Up towards turn 2. Nothing doing there for the McLaren driver. Yeah, the other McLaren Geo has had a bit of a bad race for his sake, really because of a drive-through penalty that he suffered under the safety car. It was dropped him all the way back down to the rear of the field. He's right now in 10, trying to make the most of the best he can. Meanwhile, though, here's a change for position here. Schmeg takes the position away from Take Her Easy. Finally gets that job done. As Subfly gets the move done as well on Country Dawn. That is for... Oh, as Country Dawn goes off the track. He goes completely off the track. There at turn 8. He gets back on. He lost a heap of... Am I still streaming? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Please tell me I have another invite. Thank goodness. The second time I've lagged out thanks to this freaking game. What the hell is this, man? I've never had that before. It even said like my freaking network was unplugged. Which it wasn't. Like, cause I'm still streaming. Like I'm using my laptop just to see the stream, make sure it's all good. That's all good as well. I can't wait for it to be done with F1 completely. Cannot wait to be done with this completely. Yeah, after this game cycle, I am through with F1 League Racing entirely. Oh, it's take her easy. Nearly runs into the back of Captain Schmeg. That could have been bad there. Into turn 11 they go. Captain Schmeg has no battery as well. Same story with Take Her Easy. Yeah, Captain Schmeg though, he needs to build a 3-second gap to himself and Take Her Easy to get at least the podium. Main thing he cannot afford is another safety car, otherwise that definitely will screw him up. Alfa Romeo does still have DRS, heading up towards now turn 1. Captain Schmeg again doing a little bit of weaving there. Not quite close enough though for Take Her Easy to attack. Meanwhile, back up to the leaders there. It's Jay that still is hunting down Blockman. He's got all the battery in the world that he can use. He's got half of the battery compared to Blockman. Blockman's got 48, and Jay's got about 98%. Yeah, because Jay has enough pace to keep the long game going. Doesn't need to even use it. Another yellow flag. That's for an Alpine, I believe, for Trevor, I think that's going off. Meanwhile, though, Take Her Easy has just taken third place back away from Captain Schmeg. What does the McLaren have in response? Up towards now turn 10? Turn 11? Yeah, because at worst, really, Captain Schmeg is just going to be down to 5th, thanks to the penalties he's got. The drivers around him don't have any sort of penalties. Back onto the main straight. Meanwhile, Jay still hounding down Blockman. Blockman still leading the way. Interesting how Jay just goes out of the slipstream, as a matter of fact. Doesn't want to bother. Oh, it's Blockman's lost it! Blockman has completely lost it! At the exit of turn 2! That's it for him. That's the lead gone. Captain Schmeg goes through. He rejoins in front of Take Her Easy. That would have been an easy second place. Now he'll have to fight for a podium. Because now he's in this group with, oh, hang on. Take Her Easy. Drag King getting through onto 4th place. Yeah, he'll have to fight for the podium now. As now he goes down the inside of turn 8. Captain Schmeg says no. I'll keep the position, thank you very much. Yeah, that's now allowed Jay to just be in cruise control at this point. He's got all the battery in the world. Down the inside goes Blockman into turn 10, now in 11. Battling with Captain Schmeg, who has that penalty to his name. And he'll take the position back. Up towards that turn 12. Blockman still hanging on to 2nd place. But he's still got the other 3 behind. And Captain Schmeg, though, would still want to battle even with this situation. Down the main straight we go. Nothing doing there for Captain Schmeg. Yeah, Blotman completely blowing the race win out of proportion there. Losing it at turn 2. Now he has to hope he gets a podium out of it. Up towards Saints and 9. Blotman still holding on. Gio now moves up into 7th place. He's still trying to make up any ground he lost after that drive-through penalty. It's a shame about the drive-through, but yeah, he's got to do what he has to do. He's got to do what he can do, at least to recover. But meanwhile, Phil is attacking. He's not done with him yet. There was no room there for Phil to go through. He spins out at turn 10, but I think there was no room given for him. That looked a bit touch and go in my opinion, but I think that I think Phil could have been given a bit more room than that. Jerry, meanwhile, still holding on to that 4.8 second lead. It was about over 5 seconds at one point. Remember, he has all the battery he can use out of his back pocket, so he can use it whenever he wants. He doesn't necessarily need to push. Here comes Captain Schmeg. He's definitely going to push. Down the inside he goes. Into turn 8. There's contact between the two. Into turn 8. Blotman just shuts the door and says no. Also, as a matter of fact, I have noticed that Take It Easy has lost that DRS touch to the top 3 cars in front of him. Or to the 3 cars in front, I should say. Oh, it's Blotman. That was wide. Definitely there. I definitely saw how he went wide there at turn 11. That could have been a warning, I think. It looked like he had 4 wheels over the white line. Alright, Captain Schmeg again. DRS open for the McLaren. This time he'll have a better opportunity to overtake. Country Don and Phil bouncing away. Captain Schmeg takes back second. In order to make this an even game, he needs cars behind him to get penalties, and right now they don't have that. I mean, I could see. Yeah, I could probably see what it is real quick in terms of warnings. Wait. Sorry, I'll look real quick. Blotman, I said 2 invalidated laps. I'm guessing those are warnings. And Drag King's got 1 warning. There's Take It Easy in the background there, but he doesn't have DRS. If those 3 cars don't battle here, then Take It Easy really is out of the equation. Yeah, I don't think there's any way he'll be able to fight, really. Blotman, again, not close enough. Oh, Captain Schmeg's lost it! He's lost it now at turn 11. I do not believe that. Wow. We saw Blotman do it a few laps ago at turn 2. We've seen now Captain Schmeg do it at turn 11. 2 drivers that could have been fighting, well, could have been on the podium, maybe fighting for the podium. Kind of out of it now. Captain Schmeg's down to 5th. Gio, who was the pole sitter, who could have fought for the win, is out of it because he has a drive-through. Jay's on a comfortable charge to take the race win, as Drag King goes down the inside of Blotman into turn 1. He's got that move stick and standard there. That's what I was going with. And there's more yellow flags. That would be for Laquito there at turn 8. So yeah, these two are the only closest battle we got on track. This is for second place. Up towards turn 8. Blockman now will have the inside line. He's got the rear wing open for DRS, but does not out-drag the Haas. He hangs on to second for now, but Blockman comes back at him at the exit of turn 9, and I think he should be able to make that smooth stick. But it seems like that Haas has got better straight line speed compared to the Mercedes. Through turn 11 they go. Blockman has the inside line. He's got it done. He's now back into second. Through turn 14 and 15. More yellow flags. That's Captain Schmeg. He's lost it at turn 12. He's now down to 6. He's now just in front of his teammate. Drag King not close enough to do anything here into turn 1. Doesn't get a good run there out of turn 2. Gio now moves ahead of his teammate for 6th. Yeah, we saw how quick this car was down a straight line. Can this play any sort of factor here down the Mistral straight? He's got the DRS, this Drag King. He'll have that open. He'll close in just a little bit here. He went from 9 tenths to 2 tenths down that one straight alone. He gained 7 tenths. That thing is fast down the straight. My goodness. Through the post, there they go. And it's going to come down to the last lap to see who will be on where for second and third on the podium. Unless something happens to the race leader, but right now, Jay is in a very, very comfortable position just to sit there and take the race win. This would be his second, I believe. His last one came at, race win came at Saudi Arabia. Up towards turn 1 we go. Blockman still hanging on to the to second place. I will set to the lead. Now he's in second. Drag King's still behind him in third. Through 3, 4, 5. Into 6. This is where Drag King needs to put the hammer down here. He needs to get closer here. He's 7.5 tenths behind, but Blockman's going to use a bit of battery. Drag King's got DRS, but he's also got the low drag setup in his car. But he doesn't have enough to get by. He's not close enough. Unless he could get a good exit out of turn 9. But Blockman had the better superior exit there out of turn 9. Up towards that turn 10 they go. Look how much speed he carries at turn 10. That is insane compared to Blockman. But Blockman still hangs on. Up towards turn 12. Oh, I think Blockman might have missed the apex. There was a bit of lag too, I just saw. Blockman still hangs on for now. But back up to the race lead. It's been pretty much comfortable for Jay. It was going to be a long haul, but it ended up being a cruise haul. He wins here in France. Blockman will hang on to second. And Drag King will claim third place. This will be, I think, his first podium of the season. Take it easy, finishes in 4th. Subfalime gets a top 5 finish. Gio gets 6. After serving that drive-through penalty, Captain Schmeg will finish in 7th. Country Dawn will finish in 8th, along with Honeybee in 9th. That's Saucy, and then it'll probably be Phil crossing the line here in 11th, and then we'll wait for the others, of course. Star Harmony 12th, Liquido, Trevor, and then Colaraco will finish it off in the points. But yeah, what a race for Jay, though. It looked like he didn't have to do much of anything. He just wanted to play the long game, and it kind of paid off for him. All it took really was for Blotman to make a mistake. Star Harmony gets driver of the day. We'll see what were the positions he gained over the course of the race. But it is Jay that wins here in France. In probably the most comfortable way he could have done possible. It looked like it was just going to be him and Gio for the win. Then it was looking like it was going to be him and Blotman for the win. And then it was just him pretty much now just saying, yeah, I'll just take the race win. In the most unorthodox manner. They have Blotman finishing P2. P3 going to Dragcane. I'm sure Dragcane will be very happy with that. Actually, this is a second podium according to the race results from the American Series. So this is podium number 2 for him. He finished second over at Singapore. But there are your results here for France. Jay wins, followed by Blotman, Drag King, Take Her Easy, Subfalime, Geo, Country Dawn, Honeybee, Saucy. Phil completes the top 10. Saucy also gets fast lap of the race, so he'll get that extra point. Star Harmony 11th, Liquido 12th, Trevor 13th, Rocco 14th, Captain Schmeg in 15th place. I think that might be need to be fixed because I think he might have left the session. I think he was 7th. Yeah, that'll be adjusted. Bola in 16th, Diesel in 17th place. That's the retirees as well. And that concludes everything here at France. What a weird session. I had 2 lag outs in the entire session. 2 of them. I mean, I've had it once, but I've never had it twice. Really weird how that happened. But anyway. I guess that's what happens. But anyway. I think that will be it then for this series here for now. To the next week as we have more racing to come here at Race Spec. Excuse me. To the next week as we will wait for another round here at Race Spec. Until then, I've been K997. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you for round 9 of the championship at Shanghai International Circuit for the Chinese Grand Prix. So take care and goodbye.